All right. Hi, guys.
Hey.
This is Amanda and Danielle. We just wanted to make this video for you. As we're growing, we're so excited to be moving into units of just excellence.
Yeah.
We're awesome units. So we're just growing into being Cadillac units.
That's right. Yeah.
So we just wanted to make sure that we address some things as we're moving and growing, and just making sure that we are having things in place, expectations and standards, because we're units of excellence, and we want to make sure that we are working out of that standard of excellence. So we want to bring you some awesome little things.
New criteria.
New
fun things that'll be happening at the meeting, like the consultant prize wheel, which you want to make sure you're having a 3+3+3 week. But really, for consultants that may be brand new, you're going to fall in between what we did and what we're doing differently. And really, it's came from us having private conversations with top directors at Fall Retreat, and also being in Carmen and Jay's space. They are from the Diamond Sales Development. So Amanda and I are going to go back and forth. We're going to tell you really what your role is, what you can expect of us, and what the outcome is, because it's really crucial to understand that part of Mary Kay Success is what she shared in this book right here, and how our meeting and event environment set us apart as consultants that are independent beauty consultants that are building successful selling businesses. So here we go.
Okay. So number one, we just want to talk about what is a meeting, So maybe you're new, maybe you've been a seasoned consultant, so you already may know what a meeting is. But why is a meeting important, and what is a meeting? So a meeting is where we are meeting with in each other's space. It's so important to be in the space of women that you want to trade places with, and it's just that place where we can connect face to face every week. But the meeting is for your benefit. It's not really for us. Like, that's our job. Yeah. That's what we do. But we make sure that we are bringing that to you every week. Guys, there's directors that don't hold meetings.
Crazy.
And so, we want to make sure that you are taking advantage of them, and that you understand what they're there for. So it's there for your benefit. You really want to make sure that you are taking advantage of them, because it's going to drive a successful business. You can't really you're not going to be able to take pictures if you don't know how to work a camera, right? So the meeting is there that you are learning the ins and outs of the process of, we have this awesome skincare class script that you're going to get as a new consultant, and you're going to be reading that and be like, okay, this is cool, but how do I do this? Okay, so that's where the meeting comes in place, because each week we're doing guest events, and you are seeing that process. You're seeing that the whole thing, start to finish. You're seeing real life scenarios, okay? So I always share the example of watching the awesome DVDs that come in your starter kit. They're great, right? So you can watch those DVDs in that starter kit, but they're only going to get you so far. They're going to get you, okay, I know how to do this. But you're not working face-to-face with people, and you're not learning those interactions, the conversations that you're having. Each scenario is going to be different. It's the same thing as taking a class. You're reading a book, but the book knowledge only gets you so far when you're out in your career field. So the same thing with Mary Kay. That procedure, those DVDs are going to get you so far, but you really need to see that live scenario each week, because each week there's going to be different women there. You're going to hear different things being said. You're going to see the woman like this.
Yeah.
You're going to hear
the
girl
like this that clearly don't see the value, because the process has been dropped somewhere. So it's kind of like riding a bike. Well, seeing your friend ride a bike, or I love this analogy when I hear someone say that they don't know how to swim, and that's okay if you don't know how to swim, by the way. But it starts with the process and the teaching in the beginning, which is how you articulate it. And you can't understand what it's like to get the woman like this who won't give you referrals unless you see that it's normal, because it's happened to us. But,
So that's there so that you can see it's normal, so that when that happens to you, you're not feeling super discouraged. You can see it happens to directors that are driving free cars. It happens, and that. Just how to handle that, how would you talk to that person? How would you get her to interact? How would you handle that situation? And so that allows you to feel more confident, to feel more equipped to handle any sort of situations, to handle objections that people may say, like, oh, well, I used that cleanser and, like, I don't like it. It made my face, like, all red, you know? So, like, how would you handle that when you're in front of your sister consultants and you're in front of other guests? So you're learning from us because Danielle has 13 years of experience. I have 3. But we've done lots of parties. We've done lots of power starts. I wish I would have tracked how many faces I've seen, literally, from start to finish, because, yeah, it's probably been over 1,000 easily. So, anyways, just learning those in and outs, equipping yourself, knowing how to respond, building that confidence within yourself so that you can then do that process on your own and feel equipped to do it. So what else? The primary role of the meeting is just learning how to respond to people. And then the other thing that we really enjoy doing with the meetings is being recognized, okay? So it's really, what is Mary Kay all about? When you came into Mary Kay, why? Why did you first come into Mary Kay? What appealed to you? It was probably the environment, you know, it was probably the women, the positive atmosphere, things like that. So, you want to share about, like, just that excited energy?
Yeah, absolutely. So, ladies, I promise you, before Mary Kay, I was not very excitable. I smiled, I had fun with people, but I cannot tell you how much we heard crystal clear at seminar that we have to provide a solid environment full of energy. Just talking to you about energy, I'm getting energized. I have, like, goosebumps. So if you come to the meeting and let's just say you might have to be a little bit Debbie Downer, you got to raise that standard. It is so important, because here's what we want our guests saying to themselves when they leave that meeting. We want them saying, wow, I feel so much more of a energized friend, a better mom. I'm going to go home happier, greet my husband or whoever better, because I hung around women that raised my deserve level and my enthusiasm level up. The primary thing that we do at the meeting in the beginning that can be a deal breaker is recognition. Yep. Enthusiasm creates energy and motion, and we need it to be a fun place. So ladies, if you come there and you're not excited, we are telling you the same thing our directors told us. It is your responsibility to clap and celebrate as if it was you, because guess what? The next week when it is you, you're going to want someone to praise you like you praised her the week before. Another thing with the recognition is that the women get to see you celebrating other women. It doesn't happen in corporate America. It is our responsibility to show that. So many women at Fall Retreat this year said the reason they came into Mary Kay was for 2 reasons. The positive environment / enthusiasm, and the women they got to be around. So I want you to evaluate your fun, enthusiastic meter, and I want you to get excited. Another thing with recognition is we don't share what's not working, because if we wanted to do that, we could go work at a job where they complain about things. That's all my old employer did, is reprimanded me. Your job, when you are asked to introduce yourself, tell us what you do now or prior to Mary Kay, and one thing you're loving the most this week about your business, your job is to only speak positive and uplifting things. This is not about being fake, so I'm going to address that right now. This is about choosing your words wisely, because if we wanted to sit there and be negative, there is no outcome in that. We need to say, I am Danielle Lunsford. Before Mary Kay, I was a CNA, and what I love most about my business this week is the opportunity to give back into the community and be a part of Mary Kay's cancer foundations that affect women. And this week I got to love on someone. I might have had a $0 facial, but that's not what I said. So it's really important to choose your words wisely. I'm looking at my paper.
What you think about, you bring about. Guys, your words are so powerful, and that is why we want to make sure that when you're recognizing yourself and we're doing recognition, we're talking about those positive things that are happening. Because it's so easy to talk about what isn't happening, the girl that didn't hold, the cancellations you had, the $0 facial you had. It's easy to focus on not getting referrals. But we want to look at what is those positive things that happen. If you had a $0 facial, guys, the paycheck of the heart. Mary Kay is about enriching women's lives. So again, when we are having guests there, the products are great. They're going to make her feel great. but she's going to feel an internal difference walking out of that environment when we are bringing the energy, when we're being positive, when we are talking about the positive things that are happening, when we are praising each other. You know, you just don't get that anywhere else. And that is so what stuck out to me. I have had the privilege to never have to work in corporate America. But that is one thing that drew me to Mary Kay, was knowing that that we have that support system. Because in corporate America, if they were giving me a free car, I'd be competing with my girlfriend, and I'd be stabbing her in the back trying to get that free car. And in Mary Kay, they have like tons of free cars. Like, there's no limit on how many cars they give away. So, just an example, you know, but we want to make sure that that person and you know, not just your guests, but you are leaving there feeling excited to go into your next week, because you guys are coming typically from your jobs from that
uninspired,
you know, and you probably got yelled at or whatever. Yeah. And so that's just your environment to feel good about yourself. So.
And to guard. It's really important
to guard it.
Totally. When I was a beauty consultant, remember, this is a safe place. I say that so much to new consultants. So honestly, you have to hold yourself accountable. It's a choice, and Amanda and I have a fun little thing that we're going to start doing, actually. If we feel like someone needs an AA, as Crystal Walker Hunsucker says, an attitude adjustment, because really, honestly, guys, it is the only safe place for some beauty consultants. And I just think if Mary Kay Ash was at our meeting, what would she think about our enthusiasm and our recognition? And that's where Amanda and I really reevaluated what some things needed to change. So we're excited about that. So next thing.
Awesome.
Consultant responsibilities.
So, yay. So you want to talk about responsibilities. What are your responsibilities being at a meeting? Because we're awesome directors, you know, but to make us more powerful directors and be able to deposit into you, we want to make sure that you have an understanding of what your responsibility is. That way we can still be working out of power. Yeah. And we can help you guys work out of power. And we want to make sure that we're looking professional. Yeah. Yeah. We want to look and be professional, okay? Because we can be professional, but we also want to appear professional, okay?
See the professional woman.
Yes.
Who we don't know could be coming in a hoodie and jeans just because her beauty consultant told her she can come as is. Yeah. Yeah. Right.
So, number 1 is RSVPing, okay, guys? So, we've talked about this a lot, but so easy to RSVP. I'm going to show you how easy it is, okay? We all have smartphones, right? So, some of you might not have a smartphone. That's